Hi, today we're going to do male Peri care with change of brief, and this skill is embedded with hand washing, so this can be potentially one of the first skills that you will get. This is one of the longest skills that you will probably have to do, so it's really important that you are very fluent with this skill. There are quite a few steps, so it's important that you study. I've already done my entrance behavior. I've knocked, I've introduced myself, I've pulled my curtain, I've raised my bed to a good working height. I've hit my hands with hand sanitizer. I've made sure that my bed's locked. I've gotten my equipment, my basin with my warm water, my soap. I've got a clean brief, an incontinent pad, 4 washcloths, a towel, and a bath blanket. I also have my hamper, okay? So I will need to put a clean brief on George, and he already has a brief on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, okay? So, okay George, I just need to put your side rail down, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I will go ahead and put the incontinent pad over the top of him, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and roll this, whoops, this one says this side down there for a minute. Now, so these pads kind of mess with you because some of the incontinent pads are blue on top and some of them are green. So you gotta be looking for that, okay? So don't let that mess with you, okay? And so make sure that you roll this, okay? And you go ahead and you put the edge on the edge of the bed, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll our mannequin and make sure that we get the gown out from underneath of them, because that's, besides keeping the bed dry, we want to keep their gown dry, okay? All right, so then we're gonna go ahead and roll you back over this way. Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Good job, George. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to get our bath blanket on George, okay? And we're gonna make sure that George remains covered throughout the entire procedure. And open your bath blanket. It's great when your bath blanket is folded correctly and you can open it up pretty nicely, okay? So George, can you hold this? No? Okay, so we just go ahead and we tuck it underneath his shoulders, and then we can just reach under and we roll the blankets down, okay, to his knees, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to bring the bath blanket up just far enough to be able to expose his Peri area, okay? And I need to remove his brief, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, it's just like maybe another type of brief that you remove from maybe other humans that you may have encountered sometime in your life. So it's like Velcro kind of thing, right? Okay, so we don't call these diapers, okay, is what I'm getting at, okay? We don't call them Pampers, we don't call them Huggies, okay? So you're going to go ahead and you're just gonna roll this down, okay? Sometimes they get caught in the joints there, okay? So you kind of roll that down and you roll these over to the side, okay? So then we're gonna go ahead, keep the gown up there, but we are gonna push this down, and we then have to roll him back over, and you go ahead then and you roll this out, okay? And we go ahead, there's a garbage can here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that into the garbage can. Okay, and then we're we're gonna go ahead and make sure that everybody's good here. Okay, good. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my 4 washcloths. And my thing is, you never ever get a bubble in your basin. No bubbles in the basin. It's a rule. Okay? No bubbles in the basin. Okay, I gotta bring this up a little. Ergonomics really important in this classroom. So you gotta bring this up just a little bit higher. You put 1, 2, 3, 4. Get them all in your basin because you're gonna rinse with 2 of these, okay? Because you gotta wash the front and you gotta wash the back. So you're gonna go ahead. You're gonna wring this out. You're gonna use the 4-corner method, right? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of soap on each corner. Okay. There we go. Corner, corner, corner. Okay, and you don't want to put too much soap on because then you got to take it off. Okay, so now we're going to expose, and what you need to do is you need to divide the penis in half, basically, because you got to go, well, what you need to do is you need to clean the head of the penis first, and if you're on the right side, you're gonna look at this as a clock. So I start at 10 o'clock because you wanna do this in one swipe. So you're gonna start and you're gonna go around, okay? Like that, and then you're gonna flip. And then you're going to go down, you're gonna split this in half, and you're going to kind of lift, and you're gonna go down half of the shaft, and then kind of around the side, okay, of the scrotum, and then you're gonna go flip your washcloth, and you're gonna up, and you're gonna do the other side, okay? And you're gonna come around this side, and then you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna flip, right? And you're gonna hold, and you're gonna do the top of the scrotal sac, and you'll come down, and there you go. And that's that, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna rinse, okay? And you're going to go ahead and rinse exactly the way you washed, okay? These mannequins are a little difficult, however, yeah, it's what it is. Now, if you're left-handed, on your left-hand side, you're going to start at 2 o'clock when you go around the head of the penis, but this is just the way it is for me because I'm right-handed, okay? There you go, 1. Flip your washcloth, and then you're gonna go down and around the side, okay? And see how I'm rotating my shoulder? I don't just stand here like this. You gotta kind of, and then I step back and I kind of do this side then, and then you kind of come down. All right, and then you flip, and then you kind of come down on the, and then do, there you go. And then you'll start underneath when you do, when you roll them over and do the bottom, okay? And then you're gonna get your towel, and you're going to dry the way you washed, okay? So I'm doing the inside of the towel, so I'm gonna go pat, 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 and then I'm gonna get a clean portion, and I'm gonna go pat, 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 and then over this way, okay? And come down this way. Okay. And then this is on the inside, so I'm good. And so I use the inside of the towel. All right. So I'm going to use the outside for his bottom because the outside of the towel is clean. Okay, so now I got to roll him over and I got to clean his bottom. Okay, so come on. So now we're going to roll him over. So now we're ready to do the bottom, and what we need to do is we need to start at the base of the scrotal sac, and we're just going to start there, and we're going to go straight up and over the rectum there and up from front to back. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing. You just want to make sure that you're getting everything clean. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and do the basically the cheeks. Okay, because you certainly don't get that when you give them a bath. Okay, so it's pretty easy to get that done. Okay, I gotta get my, okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna work my way up, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to then, okay? And then I'll go ahead and there we go. And then we'll do the other, basically gluteal fold. And then we'll go ahead and put, and then basically what you'll do is you can just lay the towel, okay, and you'll just go ahead and pat from front to back. And you don't keep on patting all over the place. You just pat it once and then be done. Okay? And if you need to, you can turn it over and you can pat. You don't want to move your towel all over the place. Okay? And then you're done. Okay, now while he's over on his side, you're going to take your brief, okay? And we're going to go ahead and put the brief on. Okay, so there's a line right there, and that matches up with the line that everyone has. Okay, right up there with, and what you're going to do, because everyone has a difficult time making sure that it's even on either side, and everybody has a different size width here. Okay, so what you need to do is you just need to go ahead and you can put it on like so, just to make sure that you're getting the right amount of brief on either side. And you're just going to go ahead and you're going to make sure that you get the padding up right above their gluteal folds, okay? And you're just going to tuck this under here, and we're going to tuck this in, and we're going to roll back over, George, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this forward, okay? And I'm going to make sure that we bring this out here, okay? Oops, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this all tucked in. And get this on. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to get this one on here. He's gonna feel great. Do you feel better? Now in real world, you would probably be putting on some cream to make sure that there's no skin breakdown. It's a cream to help repel urine, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to make sure that we take that pad out from underneath. But I'm gonna take this away first, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and roll over this way. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll this way. Okay. Remember, it is not order dependent on when we do, what order we do the skills in, the steps in, as long as we do every step and it makes sense in the order in which we do them. Okay? So this gentleman is feeling much better, and now that he is comfortable, his new brief is on, we can now put him down in low position, put his call light within easy reach, push the curtain back. We need to make sure that we put the water down the toilet, dry the basin out, put it away, make sure our resident is in comfortable position before we do anything else. And then once we're finished, we need to wash our hands, okay? And other than that, that's it for this one, okay? That's it.